for you guys. So we got Mickey D going up against Fortissimis. Winner's bracket round 2. Or is it 1?
You're looking at a Sheik Ditto here. A little background on the Sheik Ditto. And the very earliest meta. So I think Sheik is the first person whom we ever blamed for being broken. The first of many, granted.
Wasn't she considered like the best character at the early stages?
It's like, oh, you know, one day it's just going to be Sheik Dittos and FD, and that's all you're going to see.
I see open setup, so
degenerate into that.
You haven't played your first round match yet, looking for a TV, please put an open setup and play it.
I don't know, I think we even marked Fox back. There's some confusion, but then the next complaints came after the Hungry Bucks Mango era, when it was that Puff was broken. And then we found at the end of Melee, guys, just giving on up. That's it. You know, and then now it's, you know, the 20XX Fox bandwagon.
For sure.
And people act like it's the end, you know, but you gotta look at things in a wide lens.
No, this is a sandbox game. People are just now like, you know, they feel like they're cracking the surface of what you could possibly do, like the potential that this game could give you. So
sure. So Sheik is
people are still throwing out new stuff. Like,
they are. Sheik is a good character, but she's also an abhorrently easy character.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot.
It's not to say that there's not a level that's very high that's difficult, but I'd say it's easy to be good with her. Maybe hard to be great, but it's easy to be good.
I've definitely heard that before.
She doesn't require a lot of tech skill.
Yeah.
DC Esports,
just that Warner Esports, and among other many things, the Sheiks can chain grab each other.
Right.
0 to, I don't know, 80 or something? I mean, high.
Yeah.
So
very
most
high.
of the styles
Nice
will
bear right
consist
there.
of a chain grab if they let each other. But many people agree to do no chain grabs before a match starts.
So we do have Fortissimis right now, trying to edge guard Mickey D. Oh, he does manage to let him get that ledge right there. There's a nice raw fair to take that stock, and Fortissimis finds himself up 2 stocks with a decent amount of percentage on him. See what he can do. Mickey D's got to get rid of the stock as soon as possible. Fortissimis is just kind of nailing some more nails into the coffin right now, but we'll see what he can do.
You can see the Red Sheik playing pretty defensively.
Oh, yeah.
On the whole, not camping, but just when he gets hit, he moves away before he goes back in.
Nice forward tilt and fail.
Throw out the back air, throw out the tilt, there's a lot of priority.
Duck kick. Oh, wait, never mind.
And I'll call the second half.
Nice fair. Good.
The ground tech, the arms attack, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah.
So we're going to see about stock
Nice
and a
rising
half
nail right
for
there.
Fortissimis.
See if he can close out this. Manages to miss that bear. That's okay. He'll probably have another opportunity if he can get maybe a back throw. Looks like he's going to take him to the other side of battlefield. Nice grab from Mickey D right there. See what he can do with it. Nice down throw. Follow up. Good up tilt.
He's fine. He chose not to do a chain grab there. It may have been an integrity thing and maybe a competence thing, and he doesn't feel confident in his chain grab. A la Manito. It's hard to say. Grab, back
jabs. And there's a very nice edge guard right there. That slow falling rising bear.
That's going to do it. And that back air stays out for a very long time.
And that was actually a really good read on Fortissimis' part. I feel like Mickey D could have upbeat at any given time, but it seemed like he kind of waited. And I think Fortissimis got a really good read on that as well. So good job to him.
Wow.
Good.
And his last stock, Fortissimis really turns it on and just...
That was crazy.
That was a quick stock, that last one.
So we have Fortissimis going up 1 game to 0. Mickey D's going to have to collect himself, see what he can do differently. Take a couple deep breaths. He's not out of it yet. He can come back. Looks like he's thinking about going to FD. Or no, Yoshi's. Okay. He's on FD, but he ended up going to Story. So here we go. Yoshi Story, not too much space to work with. So we'll see if the aggressiveness from Fortissimis, but also the patience pays off in game 2.
Yeah, he is. You're right. He's being very aggressive now. I just feel like he's, learned his opponent a little bit, felt him out. I do feel like he's turning up the heat.
Yeah, I did notice that, like you said earlier, he was playing a little bit more patient, but he's definitely...
Can you please come to the desk?
There's a little edge guard from Edge Hog from Mickey D right there, take that first stock, but I think Fortissimis is going to get this. Oh, there's a nice fair, rising from the ledge.
And do you noticing is neither Sheik seem to have the tools in their toolbox to turn around and grab the ledge. They run to the other side of the ledge, and then they have to ledge guard it facing the ledge. But if they were to grab it, they'd have a lot more options.
Yeah.
And I don't see either doing that. Watch next time there's a run for it. You'll see if they had a chance to go back,
nice.
if they open up their options. Fortissimis, the first time he gets red on the ledge and goes for it when Mickey D is out hugging it. Second time, SD, self-destruct. Now he's down by a whole stock.
Seeing now Fortissimis throwing out a lot of dash attacks, and Mickey D's kind of punishing a little bit more often. There's a nice down smash out of shield right there. Good rising there. Let's see what he can do. That was, he thought he was going to go low. Mickey D switching it up a little bit. And Randall. Shout out to Randall. He's on my shirt.
So he is. Very cool. Very cool.
Down throw to rising in there. Good job.
Right.
I think a fair might have been awkward in that hitbox if he jumped forward.
Yeah, well, at any rate, it did the trick, especially with some suboptimal DI from Mickey D. Now we can see both players at 2 stock, almost exactly tied on percent. Playing some chicken games there on the right side of the stage. Fortissimis to get
Mickey D starting to get a little bit more aggressive now. There's a nice get-up attack. Fortissimis not expecting it.
Him to grab the ledge.
Wow. Unfortunate SD now this time on Mickey D's side, and he finds himself down a stock. And this is the last stock of his winner's bracket run, so he's got to be really careful. But Fortissimis is just racking up percentage right now. Nice F tilts. Ooh, does not get that fair follow-up, but Mickey D takes ledge.
Just keep catching them. There it is.
Rising there. Randall. Oh,
Doesn't matter. It's as bad as
matter.
going for the ledge.
So good job. Fortissimis does take that. We're seeing a lot of 2-0 sweeps right now from these early winners bracket matches.
I was thinking that too. Some pretty one-sided matches, even though we haven't seen top talent.
That one was Mickey D started to turn it up a little bit. He was getting a lot of punishes on some of those dash attacks that Fortissimis was throwing out, and a lot of better reads than he was game 1. So, but unfortunately, some couple flubs, an unfortunate SD right there. Even though Fortissimis did SD as well.
Yeah, it was an interesting game.
We'll see what he can do in the losers bracket, but Fortissimis is going to move on to winners bracket round 3. We'll see who we can get on main stage next.
I do think we're seeing that there's just such a wide spread of talent here.
Oh yeah.
From the worst player to the best player, and the middle ground is huge.
For sure.
If I can take a trip down memory lane once more, it used to be in 2000 and let's say, I don't know, 5.
A Rising Shadow versus Boner on the street,
You could
please.
walk into a room and I'd feel like, I look at someone, if I didn't recognize their face, it was a guarantee they couldn't beat me. Because you knew everyone who was good. You knew that no one could go out of your radar, and you cannot play those games anymore.
No,
there's
cannot.
rising superstars everywhere. You
really
can't
with
keep track of all the
any
talent.
game, really. There's just been so much talent that's just been kind of just waiting to show off what they got.
Yeah.
And now that some of these players are getting old enough, that's also a factor. They're coming out to these tournaments. They built up a lot of practice, and they're just showing everybody what they're made of. So.
Well, I think as pro gaming is gaining esteem, we have a wider pool of talent. Imagine how wide your pool of talent is for basketball or football. How many people want to be a star quarterback? Then now imagine what it is for, I don't know, tennis. Considerably smaller, but still. Think how deep it is. And then you go down and down and down to a game like Smash or Smash 10 years ago.
Right.
I think there's 1,000 people trying to be the best. If you're in the top 10%, you're not doing so bad. But if you're in the top 10% these days, you're way worse than you were in 05.
2 matches, so please listen up.
So we got more winners bracket round 2 matches coming for you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is twitch.tv/DC Esports Lands. That is the Twitch site. We are This is Smash at Clarendon, hosted by Nintendo as well as DC Esports. I'm joined by Wife. This is K-Matt on the mic coming at you. And we are going to we're going to have Boner. Shoutouts to Boner. And a Rising Shadow. Rising Shadow, another example of really talented young talent. I asked him how old he was. I think he said he was 16 maybe. I wasn't sure, but he plays Fox as well as Falco. It looks like we'll see if he ends up playing Falco. But his Fox was pretty stellar. He's got very decent tech skill, and it looks like we have another young competitor coming out.
Great.
The age difference with these players is probably maybe not even 2 years, 1 year.
I gotta tell you, as someone creeping on 30, they both look pretty young to me. Sorry, so who's a Rising Shadow? Which one?
Rising Shadow is the one with long hair.
Okay, got it. Rising Shadow is the Rising Shadow.